How you doing, friends? Doc South here, just on a rare day off, catching up with some of my YouTube videos. Yeah, I've been so busy at the supermarket, it's just insane. So today, yeah, I said I'm going to try to get about three of them done, if not more, if at all possible. Also, I want to write a little bit on a on a book I'm working on too. The because honestly, the hours have been insane at the supermarket. So anyway, I also the various chores that I've got to get done at home are kind of well, they're just kind of they seem to be on hold. And one of them was yeah, as I think I've told you in past videos that well, the wife and I well, through an inheritance, we had a little bit of money come in, and we used the money what we got to get better cars than the ones we had. The cars we had were, I think, ready to lose tires on mid-flight. Yeah, it was time to get some new blood in the driveway, shall we say? And the so we did. And the only thing is now with this coronavirus stuff going around, you can't get to motor vehicle to get your registrations all figured out. All the various the stickers. It's kind of crazy. And my dealership said they'd go to motor vehicle and get everything squared away for us, which is fine. It was part of their service, but so far it was about a month ago now, and well, we still don't have the various official registrations and such. And I called this morning, kind of worried. I said, I've called a few times prior, and they said, well, the motor vehicles DMV is closed. We can't get in there with the flu. Yeah, I said, oh my God, the virus is. Yeah, they said no one's. They're just not there. I said, oh man. He said, and my dealer, the car dealer said, don't worry about it. The police are being very lenient. And well, I had to back him up on that. I said, I did, I ran into a trooper at my supermarket, and I explained how we bought cars, and now due to the virus, we can't get into motor vehicles. So our temporary plates are expired. There's no inspection sticker. Well, we have a kind of a handwritten registration. Other than that, we don't have anything that you'd normally hand if you got pulled over that you'd hand over. I said, we got insurance cards and all that to the trooper. And he said, well, says, that's about it right now, pal. He says, you just, sir, called me sir, a young fellow, and a very nice, seemed like a very, if he's an example of the troopers out there now, we're in good shape. And he said, no, he says, right now, it's just too impossible. It's sort of like the last half of 2020. Remember how we weren't checking inspection stickers and all that? And I said, yeah. He says, well, it's pretty much the same thing. There's just nothing you can do. You can't get into DMV. And if you do, there's a line stretching all the way out to Kansas to get in. He says, and it's pretty much that way all over the country. It's just, well, we'll straighten things out when everybody can get back to work. Give them enough time to get things squared away, and then if we see a bad inspection sticker or whatever, we'll stop the person. But right now, he said, honestly, you're fine. And so I was yakking on other things. I said, what, you getting a birthday cake there? He says, yeah, my little girl's getting a birthday. And I said, gee, ain't that neat? Cool. And he's standing there with all his armament and his bulletproof vest and all that. And it's kind of nice to look at him, and well, that he's got a family to go home to and all that. And then, human being like the rest of us, and seemed like a very nice young fella. I feel kind of glad thinking he's on the highways riding around. And gee, I told him a story how he says, you look like you're a pretty careful driver anyway. I said, well, I am. I said, I used to drive an ambulance, drove that a little faster than what I normally drive. But I said, yeah, I try to be careful. It's been a while now since I've been in a wreck, thank heaven. He says, well, good. Any tickets? I said, well, no. I said, I've been pretty good ticket wise too. Now that I think about it, I did get pulled over though. I said, gee, but it was about 3 months ago in the summer out on Route 206, north of where the Chatterbox used to be. He says, yeah, I know the stretch. He says, well, you got pulled over? What happened? I said, I'm driving back from a cruise night at Jumbo Land. You know Jumbo Land. He says, yeah, Jumbo Land's a good place. He said, I was driving down the road and all of a sudden these lights are behind me and the bubble gum machine goes on and I pull over. And I'm thinking, my God, what was I doing? I pull over, I roll down the window and turn on my cabin lights so the trooper don't have to be in fear of his life. And it was a trooper stopped me. I wonder what the heck I did. And the trooper, another young fellow, I guess it pays to be young if you're going to be a trooper. I rolled down the window. I said, "Hi, trooper. Is everything okay?" He says, "Yes, sir." He says, "I'm just stopping you because," he says, "you were driving awful slow for Route 206. I said, "I was?" He says, "Yeah, you're doing about 35. That's not good." He said, "Are there any issues? Have you had anything to drink or anything?" I said, "No, trooper, I haven't had a drink since 1988 of liquor or anything or beer, nothing like that. And I don't do drugs." And I guess the road was under construction and they didn't have the lines painted yet. And I said, I'm just kind of going slow because I'm a little, the road, I know to stay over to the right, but it just seems like without the lines, it's kind of confusing to me. Plus, now that I'm older, it's a little hard to see. And he said, well, I understand. But he says, sir, you got to go faster than what you're doing. He says, someone's going to climb right up your tailpipe. Now he says, just a little faster. He said, I'm not going to give you a ticket. It's just a warning. But he says, please don't be doing 30, 35 miles an hour on Route 206, no matter what. He says, you're going to get nailed. Or someone's going to try to pass you and they'll get nailed. They'll have in the middle of the highway, they'll have a wreck with someone else who's not watching the lines. Just try to get it a little faster. So, well, yes, trooper, I will. Thank you. And then, I don't know, we got to talking. He says, so what, you do that cruise night at Jumbo Land? I said, yeah. He says, guys, I'm going to have to drop in there and take a look. And a lot of the troopers really enjoy cruise nights. They really do. They like going in there and checking them out. I don't know. I don't think they're going in looking for violations. They just like to, I guess they like the cars too. Why not? I I wouldn't want to try to outrace one of them. Oh my God. Yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd say, they're good people. And I guess for a while, all bets are kind of off until, again, I wouldn't take that as gospel. I'd check with your local police or troopers if you see any. That you can get a moment to speak to. But as near as I know, they're not too worried about the paperwork right now. Just if you would, drive a little faster. And some of you maybe drive a little slower. Right. But oh no, it's fun out there on the highway right now, ain't it? Oh, I tell you. Anyway, I'll see you later, friends. Thank you. And, for the troopers, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, power, the glory forever. So be it. There you go. And again, when you see a policeman, it doesn't hurt a bit to thank them for their service. That goes double for the rescue and local police and all that, and fire companies as well. We'll see you later, friends. Thank you, and God bless. Bye now.